Alright gang, I'm just moving stuff around, and I've got some of these SS gas cans. I collect them. I have like about 15 of them, but here's 1, 2, 3, here's about 4 of them. I think one's just a regular issue. But the one thing I wanted to show you was not the dog. I wanted to show you the telltale sign when you get a post-war helmet gas can. So like you can see, there's the Sandrick mark, and there's the runes, Kraftstoff 20 liter. We're going to be looking at this area right here. So this is a genuine that was probably used post-war. These are really high quality gas cans. You know, chime in with your comments. But so the SS, the Wehrmacht, etc., they had their own. Each group had their own gas tanks and their own gasoline for their tanks and what have you. But let's take a look at this one. It's going to be hard to see. We're going to look right here. Well, it really is hard to see. But right there would be a mum, like a little, kind of like an oddball looking flower. Unfortunately, it is really tough to see. But right there would be like a little flower, right on this little lip right here. Almost like that Japanese carnation mum that you see on the Japanese rifles. Yeah, what a bummer. I was really hoping to show you that. You can just barely see it, but I mean, the good fakers, most folks don't even know about that, but the good fakers will cover that up, or and then just sell you the gas can as an original. Yeah, it is so hard to see. What a bummer. But anyway, it's a little like flower, and that is the telltale sign of the Czech copy. Ran into a guy years ago who traveled Europe buying up World War II militaria, and he told me that he had met some guy who actually made these gas cans, and that the fellow was making them from the same original stamps presses, because they're absolutely identical. Other than that one feature right there, you can't tell the difference. You know, I was buying these years ago when you could get them for like $100, so every time I'd see them, I'd just buy them and throw them in a pile. But these are just a few of them. I have quite a few more. I don't sell, I just buy and keep. I'm a collector, I'm not a dealer. And you know, it's just a neat piece of history. The Africa Corps ones, those are probably, I think, probably the hardest ones to find, because that paint scheme is just really hard to find. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't really get a good sight on that. But that's where you look for it. It's going to be like a little metal stamping. Yeah, barely see it. It's going to be like a little metal stamping, and it's going to look like a little flower. And that is the telltale sign of the knockoff, which are probably made just right after the war. I mean, they're perfectly good tanks. You can still use them. You know, now with ethanol gasoline, the ethanol in the gas is going to attract water, and it's going to ruin your gas tanks in your car or your World War II gas cans. So anyway, I thought I'd post that for other tank collectors that collect that kind of militaria. And that's what I got for today. Got a few helmets. We'll look at those some other time. I gotta clean the mess up. But I buy and keep. I'm not a dealer. I'll sell a few things once in a while just because I just don't got any interest in it, but I'm not a dealer. I just buy and keep. This stuff now is just too hard to find, and unfortunately the fakes are getting better and better every year, whether it's gas cans or tunics or what have you. They're just unbelievable, and you really have to buy expensive books and get on forums to really learn to spot them. But well, and then this little camera is seeming to, yeah, it won't let me. It will not let me get that close up. But anyway, that's what you look for. That's about the only real feature. Yep, all of them are SS. This group is. I buy the diesel cans. I buy everything. Neat stuff. If you have anything you want to sell or whatever, let me know. I'm always buying. World War II Irvins, B3s, A2s, German military, World War I, you name it. If it's good stuff, I'll buy it, you know. Anyway, gang, we'll see you on the next YouTube. Sandrick. You know, they made a 10 liter as well. I've got a couple of these 10 liters, which are really cool. Those ones I use. These are kind of heavy. You fill these up with gas and they're kind of heavy. And they're awkward to pour gasoline with. So I like the 10 liter ones. That they don't have a 10 liter with an SS mark on it or a Wehrmacht, but they do have a 10 liter version that's a scaled down one. I think that's probably for Kugelwagen and Schwimmwagen and what have you. But anyway, gang, we'll catch you on the next YouTube. Thanks for all the support. Neat seeing your comments. And we'll see you on the next YouTube.